Do you think about your mortality either regularly, occasionally, never? And if so, why?
Honestly, it's probably occasionally, and I just think with like society nowadays, I feel like you just have to kind of keep it in the back of your head because it kind of like knocks at your door every 2 seconds.
How so?
Just with everything that you hear in the media with police brutality, injustice, what's going on in Texas, like the world is kind of in like a war right now, and it's like kind of scary. So every new thing you hear is someone else losing a life. So kind of like shows you that like not every, like you and I were talking about the topic of mortality, and I feel like people don't necessarily talk about it because like it's just like a really touchy topic now. And I feel like it's so close to home now, and it's almost kind of becoming like a discussion at the dinner table now, to where now it's kind of like, let's kind of not talk about it, because like who wants to talk about that?
Yeah.
So I kind of think about it just because, I kind of have to, like just for my safety, just to, keep myself together, if that makes sense.
Yeah. So as a gay man, you feel that do you feel more threatened?
In some ways, but I personally don't. I know some of my friends who are openly gay have experienced some things incredibly worse than I have ever experienced, so I am truly blessed and honored to say I have never, I wouldn't say never, but I have not gone through anything that traumatic. But in some ways, yeah, I do.
Yeah. It's something, yeah, that's obviously been in the news and
Yeah, and just, the looks that you get from people who are, if I can say the word, ignorant
yeah.
to someone's sexuality and who they are as a person. And, the looks and the stares and sometimes the name callings and like, the treatment that you get from the outside is like it's kind of scary.
Yeah. So you feel like you're more maybe attuned to the idea of mortality and the fact that we're all subject to death, than maybe a straight person of your age, because young people, I mean, in my experience so far, younger people tend not to think about it, but it seems like if obviously it's more present in your life in some way, it sounds like for you it is, at least not directly, but through friends and other people you know, then yeah, you probably were thinking about it more so than
in
I
my
would say,
community,
yeah, within your community. What have there been any experiences in your life that have touched you in terms of death and dying? Like, have you had a close person pass to you, or
Yeah, my father passed away when I was 4. So, not really knowing who my father is, but hearing so much about him.
Do you have any memories of that? Yeah.
No, I only know him through pictures.
Yeah.
So
How? I mean, this is a big question, but how do you think that's affected you?
so I grew up in a single parent household mainly. I lived with my mom and my other brother, my younger brother. It taught me to become an adult really quick, and taught me how to one day fend for my own, and always know that family's one and family's always going to be there. So, and not having a piece to the puzzle missing and always will forever be missing, it kind of fucks the whole system up. So in a way, I'm more emotionally attached to my emotions, if I can say that, and express that. But overall, I feel like I'm fine.
Yeah.
I'm a more caring individual because I've been raised from a mom standpoint.
Yeah.
And so I guess that's a plus.
Yeah. Now, do you have conversations with your family about this topic? You said you kind of referenced a dinner table earlier when you were talking about the fact that sometimes these conversations come up more lately, maybe because of stuff that's in the news, but you don't really quite maybe go that far. But
I mean, it's not necessarily like when you die, like what happens when you die type of like conversation. It's more like death, like what's the idea of it? Like we come to it as a more kind of like student to the topic instead of like suggesting things and like, you know, trying to come up with like the solution to death, if you know that's like a thing.
yeah,
But no, it's just more like what is it and like what's it about? Because like I like I told you before, like I had the talk occasionally with people, and it's more like why are we so afraid of it? Like is it because it's just like an end? Like that's it? Or like what's the next part? If that makes sense. Like what's the next part to the story? Like to your life story. So that's kind of like the topic like of conversation that we have in my household.
what's your personal perspective on that? What are your thoughts on?
And like what would happen like after
Yeah.
I would pass on.
Mm-hmm.
I do believe in the afterlife, but I also believe in reincarnation. And I do believe that like if I haven't finished my destiny of what I was meant to do, then I will reincarnate into someone else in order to fulfill that duty. It's kind of weird, but it's sort of fine. But yeah, that's how I feel about it. I think you get to experience life, like there's so many different possibilities in life, and like there's so many different outcomes of life, and I feel like you just can't not experience it one way. Like I feel like this is such like a blessing almost, like to have the opportunity to keep going over and over and over and over and over again and live in the same little world, but experience it in different ways. I think that's what's really beautiful about it. If I like when I really really think about it, I think like that's nice because it keeps like replenishing you and it keeps like evolving you into what's going on. So I find that to be beautiful in it. But what I don't like about it is that the person that you just left and the memories you created with people, like I said before, it's a period. Like it's over. There's nothing else to the story. So I think that's like the really ugly part about it is that like that one person that you were living in has once was. And like that's pretty sad. It's pretty sad.
Well, have you thought or looked into anything like a past life regression? I have a cousin who did a session with a woman who explored what she believed to be her past lives.
I do believe in past lives. I do believe that like a certain little notes that you've learned have come along with you along the way. And I think that's how each person evolves into like, you know, a different human being. Like I said before, the reincarnation process.
Yeah.
So I do believe in that. I do believe in past lives. I also want to talk to a medium. Someone who can also go beyond just to where I can then talk to my past selves and like see what's up and see how I'm doing. So
Who else did you talk to? Would you want to talk to your dad maybe or other people?
I would definitely want to talk to my dad. Definitely want to talk to my dad. Just to see what was he like, who he was, what he represented. Because I knew it was something. I knew that man was something. Because it's just like the way people spoke about him and like would talk about him. He was like, I'm from New Orleans, so My dad's obviously from New Orleans. So, yeah, he would be in the projects and just live his best life. And it's just, I just want to know, like, who he was. Like, that's just really all I want to know.
Yeah.
And then I just want to make sure that I am representing him and his ideas and his hopes and dreams well. And I hope that I'm representing them the best way I can.
Yeah. Have you been to a funeral down there in New Orleans? Because they're known for their sort of elaborate funerals, right?
I mean, when my dad passed away, yeah. But I've been to other ones, like for friends and stuff like that.
Is it, I mean, I haven't been to one myself down there, but is it as sort of elaborate as I've heard?
Yeah, like you have a service, and then usually like a New Orleans traditional one, you'll have like a second line.
A what?
A second line, which is like the band,
right?
Which is the first line, and then the people, which is the second line. And like you celebrate. That's what you do. You celebrate that person's life. Like that person meant something to you. Obviously, you wouldn't be there.
Right.
So you gotta celebrate your friend or your family member or your husband or wife or lover, past lover, whoever. Like. Gotta celebrate. That's what it is.
A lot of music, a lot of
like
dancing, food.
Yeah, you drink, you have a good time, you talk about the person, you remember that person, like you bring up jokes that you have with that person, like yeah. It's sad, but like it's like a happy sad.
Yeah.
It does. It makes like crazy sense.
Yeah, no, it does, definitely does. Have you given any thoughts to your own disposition? Cremation, burial. Cremation recently passed burial actually as the most popular form a couple of years ago in the U.S.
Really, I'm shook. Okay. I definitely do not want to be cremated. I know that for a fact.
Why not?
Like, I just don't want to be burnt. Like, I just don't want to be ashes. Like. Let my body rest, like, let it rest. It's okay.
So like just traditional
just,
burial?
Yeah, just let me be, jam out for me, just let me be. Like, just don't touch me, don't light me on fire, like, just let me be.
Okay.
Just let me be.
That makes sense. So, if you, let's say, are lucky enough, maybe, I don't know if lucky is the right word, but have a deathbed, where you have time to say goodbye to your family and friends and all that, and you're still cognizant and still able to sort of enjoy life as much as possible. What would be on your deathbed playlist? What are the things, whether it's you want music, podcasts, movies, books, what do you want to get in one last time before you go? This is it. This is the final call.
Wow. Well, of course I'm going to have my family there, so... I mean, I know I'm going to probably sound dumb AF when I say this. I probably have some weed. I'd probably get high before I die. I'd want to die high. I'd probably want to listen to some music, definitely Travis Scott. Like if I was to die like right now, like and I had a deathbed like right now, I would definitely have Travis Scott.
Travis Scott?
Yeah. Oh my god, my favorite song is Kiss It Better by Rihanna. Like, that's on the playlist.
Alright.
And just getting high and just like reminiscing about life because, okay, to be honest, I really want to have an authentic and unapologetic life, and that's what I want to be known for, and I feel like I strive myself to live that way. I'm sorry, I'm like talking with this like nasty cast.
No, it's totally fine.
Like, really nasty.
No.
I pride myself on being authentic and unapologetic, and I try to embrace that and like kind of get my friends to be inspired by that, and not to live by, I don't want to say the status quo, but what we see, so maybe the status quo. But yeah, so I think that's what I want to be like known for throughout my life, and if I had a deathbed, I would want people to like always know me for that, to be like, damn, like, yeah, you're about to die, but like, you lived life to the fullest.
Yeah.
there's so much in this world that can be offered to you, and it's just up to you to go get it. Like, you only live once. Let's say that. So, since you only live once, you might as well make the best of it first.
Yeah.
Die. But if you die, make sure you die unapologetic and authentic and you were true to yourself.
Yep.
Period.